Sometimes something on social media catches your attention and you're drawn in and you want to follow the story as it evolves. And for many inside and outside of agriculture, it's a cow with an ear tag of number 88. Hi, I'm Susan Littlefield on the Rural Radio Network. We're going to head to Ulysses, Kansas and talk with Clay Scott. I actually came across him one day when I was on X, formerly known as Twitter, and I saw this cow, and she was huge and she was waddling. Well, as I followed more in some of his previous stories, I found out this cow has kind of become an internet celebrity.
It's surprising and even kind of crazy how people latch on to an event or something like that. But, it's kind of fun in many aspects. I mean, she's a unique animal. She's pretty strong and viable and in good health and all that, but she's incredibly large and so I think I was making just a sarcastic comment about the eclipse when I saw her walking one day, and I think that clip's had 140,000 views or something like that since then. So I think that's kind of the novelty of it, but then. I've been to meeting after meeting in agriculture for the last 10, 15 years where they said, we need to do a better job of telling our story. And if using 88 to tell, that we're doing a good job out here and the farmers and cattlemen are working to take care of their animals, that they'll pass along that story and tell the public and the customers, that they can have confidence in what we're doing out here.
Clay, I think it is such a unique and fun story to tell because not only are you getting those in agriculture closely watching to see, another post from her, nope, she's still as wide as she was, to those non-ag folks who are wanting and craving more information.
Yeah, I think that's the aspect and I'm not good at this. I'm not technically sound on any means of this. I struggle to post things and even sometimes I'll post things in the field and then not realize till 2 or 3 hours later that it didn't go through because the internet service was sketchy. So then I have to figure out how to redo that or remember what I sent last time and those kind of things. So I'm learning as well on this.
The last post you had from her was from earlier today, as you and I are talking on a Thursday, and I loved the comments. His bag is firming up some, but again, ... we wait.
Yeah, we do. It's quite the ordeal in some aspects. I mean, you see her, and we've been watching her since February, thinking, oh, she's going to calve any day now, as big as she is, not really paying attention to anything else, just looking at her visually. But she's going to come out right towards the end of the window here of the calving season. It just I wouldn't have expected her to be one of the very last. So it'll be a dash to the finish, but it's going to be a mile walk or something like that. It's no rush at all. And she's happy and content. I mean, for all the uncomfortable lookingness of the waddle and the pictures I put on the internet, she's in a good mood most of the time, unless she lets me know about something.
Yeah, she seems like a very, very docile cow. Talk about what what breeding she is and how you guys came about getting her.
Yeah, we started our cow herd up last year, probably about this same time, and just on a local contact, I was able to buy this herd out of the Phillipsburg area. There was a group selling a ranch up there, and they were dispersing their red Angus cow herd and good genetics and backgrounding and things like that. And so it was almost a perfect fit for us. I think both sides we were both very glad to work through this deal, and so we got her here last year, and I think in April of last year there probably wasn't a blade of grass on the farm, and then we had 22 inches of rain last summer, and we had really good growing conditions, and her weight and kind of shows you about what the high plains offers to feeding cattle out here. We've got good dense nutrients. They get a lot of energy per mouthful, and then we had almost a perfect winter for gain. And so, she was able to convert a lot of those groceries into pounds and hopefully baby calf, and without having to shiver through cold and wet and muck. I mean, it was kind of a warm, dry winter for the most part with occasional rain and snow.
You talked about doing some ultrasounding, but you were just ultrasounding to see bred, not multiples by any means.
Yeah, we had our vet does that, and we weren't, if he saw twins, I don't think he ever mentioned it, but I think we were just looking for staging and making sure that we had a good, healthy baby calf, and that the mama was in good condition. We weren't really looking for twins. So, like I said, we've had 2 other sets, which is that's a good number for the number of cows we've calved out there on that field.
What a great opportunity to use a cow that is waiting to calve to further educate those in and outside of agriculture about the industry. You can follow along and see how number 88 is doing. As of now, she hasn't calved yet. Follow along on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Scott Westacre or Clay Scott. I'm Susan Littlefield on the Rural Radio Network.